Hi, gosh, I'm going to tell you my Avon story, and it's a story that started 10 years and a couple of months ago. My earliest memories was my first meeting with the group chairman, and there was an interview process that didn't last very long, and within 2 weeks it was over. I resumed within 2 weeks of the first time I met him. And I got into the office at Hess Holdings then and was given the license issued by NHIS, as it was then called, and a thick folder, all the paperwork that was submitted to get the license. And I was told, you can work from that office and in 2 weeks make us a presentation and let us know what your vision is for this company and what you think you'll be able to achieve with it in the next 5 to 10 years. And that is how we started Avon HMO. So in the beginning, there was just 4. And of course, because I was reaching out to them for the first time, they couldn't leave where they were working. So they would meet with me in my house on Sunday afternoons after church. So I'm going to call them by name and say thank you to them once again. I'm going to say thank you to Kendi Shiku. I'm going to say thank you to Dr. Banjo. I'm going to say thank you to my CFO still today, Venerable Uche Frequency. I'm also going to say thank you to other people that later on joined us, because first we were 4, and believe it or not, the first office we used was, I don't want to call it a boys' quarters, that wouldn't be very good, but it was a kind of really small bungalow with just the 2 rooms on Women's Road, and we stayed in there for a while until we built the main building.
My favorite part of working in Avon HMO is the can-do spirit. I love it when my colleagues and I birth an idea and we actually work to seeing it come to fruition. I love our Purple Fridays and I love our TGIFs. You can never have enough of that.
They say Avon, oh, cosmetics. That was really funny because nobody knew who we were, right? I mean, we tried to use the fact that we're a subsidiary of Hess Holdings in the beginning. And at that time, Hess Holdings was not also as strong a brand in the market then as it is now. So we had quite a bit of challenge, even getting people to treat us seriously. They were always asking for, performance for the previous 5 years, financial statements for the previous 5 years. And but through it all, we had the support of our parent company, Hess Holdings, and the team at Hess Holdings were fantastic to us in the beginning. Because whatever we couldn't afford as a company to have, the kind of services we couldn't have by ourselves, we just go to the, to the parent company and say, oh, we need this service or we need this skill set. I can't hire someone with this skill set. Can you borrow me one of your staff for the presentation or borrow me one of the staff to do 1 or 2 things? And it was great.
Avon is an eye-opening environment. It's like the Grand Prix. Formula 1, you need to be on your A game, always. My fondest memory of Avon, is the fun part. I remember the first Christmas party. I danced as if my life depended on it.
Every day is a memory in Avon HMO. 2 times I've had International Day, International or Cultural Day. These 2 periods, last year and this year, have been my fondest memories.
The goal was to build an institution. It wasn't to chase numbers, it wasn't to chase leadership. It was to build an institution and to make a difference in Nigeria's healthcare sector. When we started, the industry was what we call saturated. There were over 79 or so licensed HMOs. But we didn't feel any of this were making enough of a significant impact. Most of the HMOs that existed then were literally riding on the back of federal civil servants and the NHIS formal sector plan and a few large corporates. The average Nigerian couldn't get a health plan. These were some of the things we saw and we thought, look, this is an industry in which we can make a difference. Also, right from the onset, we knew we wanted to build an institution that was going to be powered by technology, digitization, automation. You know, those, in fact, if I remember correctly, we had 3 pillars. I remember from my first presentation that we said Avon was going to be built, 1, on people and culture, 2, on data and digitalization, and 3, on brand and marketing.
So I would say that my favorite part of working in Avon is working with genuine and authentic people who are all keyed into the vision of Avon. I've had a lot of fun memories over the years, but I think my favorite one would be when we launched our mobile app. We had done a lot of, back and forth with the development, the end-to-end testing, but at the end of the day, we were able to launch the app. So I still remember when I got that text at around 11:53 p.m. or so, and it said, "And we are live." That was such a good feeling because it made everything worth it.
We work very hard and we also play hard, and that is actually very important in a workplace. One of my best experience, or most memorable experiences during the African Day. It was everybody was down to earth and we represented different African cultures, and you could see people misbehave and all that, so we're all down to basics.
Let them be able to judge for themselves how the industry as a whole is doing, because if you want the public to have trust and to have confidence, they have to see that the whole industry itself is able to withstand shock.
Hi everyone, we're here at My City, My Work. My name is Simba Ukiri. This is the chairperson of our board, Dr. Mrs. Elumelu. So how great does it feel to be here?
First of all, hello everyone, and then it's fantastic to be here. It's a lovely day, lovely atmosphere, and I think the weather is also on our side, but it's a fantastic day to be here. 10 years, Avon HMO, it's been amazing.
The work we do is almost like we're a middleman between people who need healthcare services, and in Nigeria, a lot of companies pay for healthcare services for their staff members and their family, and they put them on our health plans. And we're kind of staying in the middle and have hospitals and other healthcare providers on the other side. And that's a role that, can be challenging, because as you can imagine, companies want to pay the least possible. And as you can imagine, hospitals want to earn enough revenue to keep them afloat. And there's a constant pressure from both sides.
I think one that really sticks out for me is one of the CSR initiatives we had, where we shared reusable sanitary pads with some girls, secondary school girls, in some poor communities. That really stuck out. It was really engaging and quite heartwarming because you could see the girls appreciated it. Some of them got to share their aspirations with us and what they wanted to be in the future. So it was fun, and it actually stayed with me till now.
Thankfully, honestly, our retention is probably one of the best, if not the best in the industry. People who tend to experience Avon stay with Avon. They don't go anywhere. And I'm very proud to say that every member of staff of Avon realizes this, that what sets us apart, part of what sets us apart, is the fact that, we believe in giving value that will not be found with any other company in our sector. There's something we must be doing that will make somebody say, okay, you know what, I'm going to stay with Avon, no matter what kind of pricing I get elsewhere. What I get to Avon is important because my health is important, and I will trust these people with my health.
It's been a very good experience. I really enjoyed the never say die spirit of the staff, and also the family-like environment, and I desire that as we grow bigger we must sustain that.
We were very intentional. We were extremely intentional about the kind of brand that we wanted to build and the kind of life we wanted to give to the brand. We wanted a brand that resonated with people. We wanted a brand that people could trust. We wanted the brand to have attributes that would be timeless. The colors have quite a bit to do with it, the purple and the touch of green. but I think also the kind of imagery with which we've always communicated the brand and the tone of the voice that we use. You know, I remember very early on saying to my colleagues that every time we communicate, the tone has to be gracious. It has to be warm and it has to be inclusive. So almost everything that we write from Avon, the tone will be gracious, it will be warm, it will be inclusive. Of course, not everybody is like that when they join the Avon team. You know, people have different writing styles. Some people's writing style is very authoritative, or, you know, people have different writing styles. But, you know, when they get into Avon, somehow they see how we write. We tell them why we write like that. And it takes a while, but soon enough, they start writing like that.
I love the brand and I love the culture. The fondest memory at Avon HMO for me was the African Day, because it afforded me the opportunity to join my fellow colleagues to showcase the rich African culture. It was a beautiful celebration and I enjoyed every bit of it.
In rounding up, what do I want to say about the past 10 years? I want to say that it's been such a ride and it went by so fast. I hardly can believe that it's 10 years. It's been incredible and I feel very grateful. I feel quite thankful that, you know, in this journey of the past 10 years with Avon HMO, everything that we have needed, I believe, has been provided. Of course, nobody has everything they want or desire, but in as much as we've been able to get to where we are today, it means that whatever we needed was provided at the time at which it was needed. Looking to the future with a lot of excitement, I think that, you know, under the new administration of our country, Nigeria, there's a lot more great things that will happen in the healthcare sector. It's going to get better, and the next 10 years will be exciting. We, as Avon HMO, are going to be here with you.